Hi, this is Terry Butcher and you are watching Hibernian TV.
Terry, another productive day at the training centre. How do you feel this morning's session went?
It went very well. We were down on numbers in many aspects, 1 or 2 injuries, but the boys did very well. Beautiful conditions, no wind, and pitches in great condition, so we all enjoyed it. And I think we've had that. We've had a very good reaction this week from the players after the Aberdeen defeat, and the players are really looking forward to playing again at Easter Road in front of our fans. So there's a lot to look forward to.
Good tempo as well in terms of the various drills that the players are going through. You must be pleased with the response that's been shown by the players over the past 10 weeks.
Yeah, I am, very much so. I mean, we've said that and it's been well catalogued as to how pleased we are. But I think when you get a day like today, it's a pleasure to be out there, and it's just nice to be doing what you enjoy doing the most, and that's playing football. But the lads have responded very well. We have a sort of set format for Thursday and Friday. Sometimes Monday and Tuesday changes, and we change a little bit of what we want to do in terms of how the result's gone or what's coming up. Generally what sort of bodies we have available. So sometimes if you're having 23, 24 people, then you have to go down to 3 teams and muck about a bit and have a bit of fun. But we always like to enjoy the training sessions and make sure the players do, but they put a lot into it. Thursday in particular is a good day where we have a biscuit run, where a sort of sprint session where the loser has to bring in the biscuits on Friday morning. And then on Friday morning we'll have a discussion about the team that we're playing next on the Saturday, obviously St Mirren, talk through their strengths and weaknesses and what we can do and how we want to go about our work. So we'll then go out and then we'll go through the young v old normally. The young team normally gets smashed by the old team, and then we'll go into set pieces. I name the team and we'll go through those. So it's good preparation, and it follows a format that that's worked for us in the past and is working here now too. So the players are bought into that and they enjoy it. The ones that are not playing obviously are frustrated and disappointed, but I don't name the substitutes until the Saturday at Easter Road, and then we'll get on with the game.
When do you name the team? Do the players know on a Thursday or on a Friday morning?
Generally the players will have a rough clue on Thursday, but Friday we confirm it with them and tell them, and then we do the set pieces. So and the ones that are not in the team then become the opposition, and there's normally a few meaty challenges when it comes to set pieces. I normally have a thing where the first team are defending from a corner, and I just say, right, it's the last time the corner comes in. They have to mark who they're going to mark and all that sort of thing in positions that the opposing players or opposing teams generally take up. So I said, right, you've got 50 press-ups for the first team if the opposition score. And in the last few weeks there's been a few press-ups done by the first team because the ones that are not in the team are so desperate to score and force the first team down to do press-ups that they generally have scored. So that's quite a good one.
You mentioned the biscuit challenge. Which players had to bring in the most biscuits overall, would you say?
Well, Fraser Mullen was normally the worst, so he's not here anymore. We obviously wish him well, but I think he's quite glad to get away because he hasn't got a huge biscuit bill to fork out for on a Friday morning. But Paul Heffernan lost this week, so that's good. And generally you find it's not always the same one that loses every week. There's generally a sort of shock and a turn up for the book. So you can tell the joy in the players when they go through and progress out, like they've won their sprint, so therefore they're out. You can it's like winning the World Cup. The joy on the players is immense. So that was a bit of fun at Inverness, and we had that at Motherwell too, and we brought it to here, and the boys enjoy it. But that's a little bit of fun on a Thursday, and we have a bit of a laugh on Friday just to see the quality of the biscuits that the boys bring in.
Dean Horrobine was obviously playing at right back from what I could see from observing on the touchlines today. What's your assessment of his credentials as a potential first team player?
Well, we had Owen Tudor-Jones as centre half, and I think Alex Harris was left back. So we did a little bit of shape with the first team before the press actually came along. But Dean's done very well in midfield for the 20s. He gets about people, so it's really about the first team and about the shape for them. So unfortunately, if you're not in the first team, then you have to probably play in a position or fit into an opposing shape that sort of suits how the other team play that we're up against. So but he's done very well, and he's a good boy, and like all the lads here, he's desperate to do well and desperate to progress.
Obviously, Harris came off the bench at Pittodrie. How far away do you feel we are from seeing the real Alex Harris after his 5 months absence?
Well, I think we're still some way from really seeing him in full flight in terms of being back to how he was in August and how he was at the end of last season. So It's disappointing that he picked up the injury, of course, and we've not really had a chance to see a lot of him in action ourselves, Morris and myself. But the fans have been starved of him, really, because they know what he can do. The players tell me about what he can do, and in glimpses in training I've seen what he can do as well. But if you're out for 5 months, 5 or 6 months, it's a long time, and you've got to get back to sharpness, but you've also got to get back to your match stamina, your match fitness. You can do it in training up to a point, but come the game, you need to try and get to that level, and that takes a bit of time. The under-20s are back this weekend, which is great to have them back. We start our under-20s matches again on Wednesday, I think, of next week, against St Mirren. So that'll be great for the under-20s, but also for players like Alex, when they can get good game time in an environment where there's not so much of a test, where they can get their own sharpness and fitness back on a competitive level. But obviously with the first team, we want to see him back as soon as we can, but he's got to be ready, and we've got to be fair on Alex as well, because he's missed such a lot.
Obviously, looking up ahead then towards St Mirren at home, they've had a bit of a rollercoaster ride of a season so far, haven't they? When we first played them here at Easter Road before your appointment, we won comfortably 2-0. They were in a bit of a nadir at that point. When we then met them in your first game in charge, they were a bit of a confidence high. We drew 0-0. What kind of team can we expect to face at the weekend, Terry?
Well, you mentioned the word nadir. I think the press will be having me chasing him. They probably think he's a player that plays in Italy or something like that. It's another one of our transfer targets. Nadir is anyway. I'll go off on a tangent there, but St Mirren, they're a team that can blow hot and cold. They can win games well. They've got Thompson up front, Stevie Thompson, who's scoring goals for fun. Paul McGowan as well in midfield. He's exciting to watch. They've got Greg Wild now from Aberdeen, so they've got a bit of pace in the flank area. So they're a team that we want to dominate. We want to try and beat. We want to get 3 points from. But we're going to have to fight hard to make sure that we prize those 3 points away. But it's strange, really, because that was the first game that Morris and I had under the Hibs banner sort of thing, and in charge of Hibs. It seems a lot has happened in that time since we first played back in November. But I like to think that we've progressed well, that we've improved a lot, a heck of a lot, and that we're a different proposition now to what we were before. And we want to have normal service resumed at Easter Road, which is goals and 3 points. We want to get back, and the boys are looking forward to getting back to Easter Road and playing down there. So it's a nice prospect, but we'll certainly treat St Mirren with respect. They're a side that is well capable of winning football matches, but we've got to make sure that we do what we've done before and make sure that we apply ourselves the way we have done.